What do you know about the Templar defenses?
They had deep roots in the local population and were able to call up a large number of paladins. In addition, they have deployed a military bot in the Mosque and 2 in the Arcology.
What happened to the city's security forces?
They were eliminated. SSC Chief Maxwell stormed the Arcology with forces flown in from Germany, but they were surrounded and are now pinned down somewhere inside the structure.
So I'm on my own.
I will wait here for now. After you find Paul, I will meet you in Flight B-23 at the top of the Arcology. Good luck.
This is what the Illuminati wants you to do. Destroy Paul Denton and help return biomod technology to international regulation. Please discuss the operation with the elite commander waiting for you in the streets. Paul's frozen body is located in Flight Bay-24 on level 110 of the Arcology.
They will never know.
I figured you'd knock around Europe for a while. You do know that the Medina could get overrun by Templars at any moment.
Thought there might be some trade in refugees. You know, quick hops away from trouble. But there hasn't been enough action yet for people to start liking my rates. What about you?
I can take care of myself, but I might have use for a pilot later. A long trip. One way to New York City.
Guess that would pay better than these Medina scabs. I offer to save their lives and the best they can do is 12 credits. How about you make a reasonable offer and we get out of this hole?
Here's a fair payment.
Right then, meet me at the pad.
Watch for me from the air. I have business in the Arcology.
You some sort of WTO special agent?
Something like that.
Don't forget, my bird has sun-fired missiles. Can't do much against the Arcology pyramid, but for a few more creds, I might be able to help you out in New York.
Thanks, I'll keep that in mind.
Very well. You may use the English pilot. I will depart for Liberty Island at once. I will be needed once the great advance is complete.
Look at the sky. The swell's gone.
My friend, thanks to you and the NG Resonance endorsement, I am in line for a regional directorship. Your effort was not wasted.
I'm glad to hear it. Aren't you worried that the Templars might occupy the Medina?
What does it matter, as long as I have customers?
I guess you're not very political.
I have too many good things happening for me at Queequex to chain myself to some political movement. My only enemy is Pequods, and our battlefield is the customer.
You should know something. Pequods and Queequegs are separate brands of the same coffee shop chain.
You never know, I guess.
I'm serious. I saw the proof in some legal documents I came across in Germany.
You are certain of this? That would explain why the board's praise about the NG endorsement was so guarded.
You don't seem too overwhelmed.
My mind is already working. I think I see an opportunity, in fact. The Pequod's manager had a black market operation. I could cover it up and tell management I was merely protecting the reputation of the coffee industry.
You'd be calling attention to yourself. That what you want?
Yes, indeed. I want to stay on their radar. An ex-Pequod's employee told me the code to their safe. 34, 45, 1, 23. You look like the mercenary type. Maybe you would like to slip into the Arcology and empty it for me. Your payment would be the contents of the safe.
Both of us are targets here. We will work separately until the final phase of the operation.
What do you expect me to do?
You will infiltrate the new Cairo Arcology. I will do the same and join you prior to the assault.
If anyone's a glaring target for Templar Paladins, it's a biomodified commander like yourself.
Then we agreed to maintain the minimal threat profile until the crucial moment.
What if I'd rather work alone?
Our orders are to work together. We will destroy Paul Denton and return biomod technology to international regulation.
Tell Jumier he's gonna have to look for an assassin somewhere else.
My orders encompass that contingency as well. You will regret this. That was adequate. Had to try harder than that.
Don't push
That's asking for trouble, mate.
This. Don't be a fool, Deus. Do you really think that the Dentons will have any use for you once the technology is imposed on humanity? It will be a nanite plague worse than the one in Cairo, and you will be responsible.
Wonderful. You're lucky I haven't left yet.
How are you?
I figured you'd knock around.
Thought there might be some trouble.
I can take care of myself.
Guess that would pay better than these Medina.
Here's a fair pay.
Right then.
Watch for me from the air.
You some sort of...
Something like.
Don't forget, my bird has Sunfire missile.
Thanks. I'll keep that in.
Very well. You may use
My friend, thanks to you with...
I'm glad to hear it.
What does it matter?
I guess you're not.
I have too many good things happening.
You should know something. I'm serious. I saw.
You are certain of this?
You don't seem to.
My mind is already working.
You'd be calling attention.
Yes, indeed. I want to stay on their radar.
very well. You may use the English pilot. I will depart for Liberty Island at once. I will be needed once the great advance is complete.
Both of us are targets here.
What do you expect?
You will infiltrate the new...
If anyone's a glaring.
Then we agree to main...
What if I'd rather?
Our orders are to work together.
Tell Jumier he's gonna have to look for.
My orders encompass... You will regret this.
It seems that the Illuminati is meeting.
That was adequate. I am not even trying.
Illuminati only want to steal our research to increase their wealth and power.
Get back here!
Don't be a fool. Do you really think that the Dentons will have any use for you once the technology is imposed on humanity? It will be a nanite plague worse than the one in Cairo, and you will be responsible.
Wonderful. You're lucky I haven't left yet.
It must be a sign of the end times. Huh?
day.
Hey there.
Both of us are targets here.
What do you expect?
You will infiltrate the new...
If anyone's a glaring...
Then we agree to make...
What if I'd rather...
Our orders are to work together.
Understood.
Good. The age of...
It seems that the Illuminati is making one last grab for power. You must revive Paul, Alex. Apostle Core needs a strong leader who can restore it to global prominence. The Illuminati only want to steal our research to increase their wealth and power.
Benny, come down. It's a beautiful day for a walk.
You know I can't.
No more excuses about your grandfather. The plague is gone. Look at the sky.
Don't be fooled by the wind. The dust always comes back.
Not this time. They found a cure and reprogrammed the bots.
I'll ask Grandfather.
Ask for a new reason to be locked up for 2 years. No, come. I am going.
Oh, Annie, you're right. It's a beautiful day.
Femi! Yes, at last.
JC Denton has a hold on your imagination, perhaps. Talk to your friend Leo in front of the Mosque. See how much he likes enforced modification. Do you really think Apostle Core is any different than a sect of the Omar?
Leo? Is that you? The frog suit threw me for a second.
Alex, familiar face. Just what I need.
I guess I don't have to ask whether you're still working for the Omar.
I've completed phase 1 of the Omar induction. He said I would have 2 months to decide whether to accept the cortical interface, which will make me a true Omar. But they are afraid the Templars will attack the Medina. They want me to undergo phase 2 immediately.
Sounds like you're having second thoughts.
There's no turning back after phase 2. I'd be almost invincible with Cyborg hardware plus the Tarsus biomods, but this stuff's not like a nanite infusion. I'm still sore from the transskeletal supports I already have.
Just tell them you need time to think about it.
They say I have chosen. They say they will find me when I'm asleep and complete the operation. Then I will think like an Omar. It will be too late for choices.
Maybe you should leave town.
No money. I'd have to go on foot. With thermal vision, they'd pick me out on the desert plain like a pilot beacon.
Here's some money for a pilot.
You sure?
Go ahead, take it.
I don't know what to say. Thanks, Alex. I'll pay you back. Double.
If you want to pay me back, maybe you could find a pilot to take you to the Statue of Liberty in New York.
What for? I think I'd find more work in Europe.
There's something you don't know about.
Yeah?
The experiments were started by J.C. Denton and his brother Paul. They wanted to develop a biomod architecture that they could distribute to everyone on the planet.
They'll probably make a bundle, too. So that's why they dropped out of sight?
It's some sort of utopian vision they have. A society based on absolute equality. Meanwhile, everyone wants a piece of the technology, including the Order and WTO, which are both puppets of a contemporary incarnation of the Illuminati, believe it or not. And of course the Templars want to destroy it.
A utopia of human-machine super beings? Sounds familiar.
Liberty Island is critical for J.C. Denton's plan. We'll find out more when we get there.
Right. Like I'm about to sign up with a guy who wants to mod people by force. If you ask me, I think you're dealing with crazies on all sides. Knights Templar? Do they really think they're knights or what? Illuminati? Who told you they were in the Illuminati?
Well, show up in New York and maybe you can help me sort all this out.
Universal biomodification doesn't exactly roll off the tongue, does it? Hardly a political idea. Don't be fooled by J.C. Denton's rhetoric. He is the mouthpiece for an AI construct, just like an Omar. Just like your old classmate Leo.
Stop looking at cheer up. The plague is gone.
They may have stopped Archer. This has stopped being...
I'm on it.
Guide me.
You cannot outthink my surveillance heuristics.
I expect compliance.
I expect compliance.
You! Who sent you?
No one. Is something wrong?
The Templars put a bounty on the Nassif family. Maybe that's why you're here.
If I was a Templar assassin, I wouldn't stand around talking about it.
Then who is in the apartment upstairs? Not you? A neighbor told me she saw Templars, and I received a threatening email from a man I used to know like a brother. Now he parades down the street in his robe, goes with the mob into the Arcology, and threatens my life.
I took care of the assassins upstairs. You don't have anything to fear from them.
You mean all of them?
Have the local police clean up the mess. You'll be fine.
You risked your life? For me? I wish I had something more than a few credits to offer as a reward.
Your niece Leila and I work together. That's the least I could do.
I guess those Templars won't be completing their mission.
Convergence is possible, my...
Alex, you were right. Her Holiness and Mr. Jimé had a secret alliance all along.
Still with the church? I see you're wearing your vestments.
I would have picked up some slacks and a neck sweater if the Templars hadn't overrun the Arcology.
How are our friends at the Order and WTO going to deal with New Cairo? Hear anything before you left Trier? I would think they would dispatch a force to retake the city.
I did some investigating. Mr. Jimé thinks he can sacrifice Cairo in the short term, but he has sent his personal bodyguard, an elite commando, to kill an enemy of his being held in the Arcology by the Templars.
I ran into this commando by the landing pad.
The commando has been ordered to self-destruct when he finds the enemy. This will destroy both of them and help the Illuminati seize some sort of device that's supposed to make them all-powerful.
The commando is going to blow himself up? Interesting. Thanks for the tip.
Not exactly. Some sort of decomposition process that will create a toxic vapor.
Interesting. Thanks for the tip.
It is time for Vitaka, applied thinking. Taking what we desire and reconciling...
Listen, it takes someone with a pretty serious god complex to start their own religion.
Meteorologists have detected a weather anomaly in New York City that appears to be centering on Liberty Island. There has been a sudden and unseasonable temperature drop, which has not as of yet stabilized. The cause is yet unknown.
I wonder.
We offer only the finest technologies, and you will be able to get them at the discount because of your preferred customer status.
What's available?
Perhaps you want a black market biomod canister, which enables non-piezochem functionality. I'm also selling 3 gas grenades, which deliver a biotoxin irritant in gaseous form. I've also got an ammo clip, which provides universal ammunition for all weapons. As a preferred customer, you may purchase items at half market price.
I want the plasma clip.
You might appreciate good
Fresh air.
Have taken the Mosque. People seeking sanctuary there are now trapped.
Your time on this earth is limited. A small price for the sake of purity.
If you eliminated the bot, people could probably escape.
Should have never taken off.
I won't forget this, Alex.
Neo before.
Seeking sanctuary there are now trapped. The security bot will shoot any non-Templars. If you eliminated the bot, the people could probably escape.
Huh? No more hiding.
All clear. You can make it to the Medina if you leave right now.
You're our personal savior. First you got Mina into the academy, now this. Next you'll tell me that you're the reason Nanite Swell 11 cleared up.
Well, just take care of yourselves until the Arcology is safe for classes again.
I don't have much to offer as a reward, but maybe I can help you against the terrorists. My husband works for the SSC. He's training in Madrid right now, but I know the code to the SSC kiosk in the Arcology. 6673. Help yourself to any equipment you need.
Thanks. That could be a big help. I took care of the security bot. It's safe for you to make a run for the Medina.
Thanks. This isn't much of a reward, but I guess I could give you a med kit.
Never hurts to be prepared for an emergency, I suppose.
I knew you would save us.
Anyone that
you are...
Let's take care of this.
I can't give up.
Biological restoration in progress. Healing functions complete.
Your turn, killer.
Reassembling tissues. Tissue viability restored.
Hey, I remember you. We met in events at Tarsus, and you're the one who took care of Archer. I owe you my life.
Looks like the Templars are still causing trouble.
Even though Archer was stopped, they have managed to take over most of Cairo, and now we're trapped here.
I've cleared out the mosque, so it's safe for you to leave.
Thanks again. That's twice now you have saved me from the Templars.
Don't disappoint us like your classmate, Miss Sparks. This was her mission, but she wouldn't follow through. Chief Morgan took her into
I'm not
custody
playing.
and will handle the transport.
You should have run.
Pay attention, Alex, and through the talking areas. Do as we say or your traitorous friend dies.
I've still got some fighting like it.
Nobody hits and just walks away. It'll take more than that to...
The quest for purity can...
Concert?
Yes, I'm playing right now.
That's impossible. The Arcology's been seized by Templar paladins.
No one informed me of a cancellation. I arrived at Flight Bay 23 just 14 hours ago.
Then you're probably trapped up on level 110, or dead.
No one informed me of such an occurrence. You should assume that the concert started on schedule. Hurry! Don't forget, you're on the guest list from when you helped me out in Upper Seattle.
We've got a dangerous prisoner in custody. I'd move along if I were you.
You don't want to see me when I get mad. Poison! I'll be okay. Come back and... I got it. Oh!
Nothing, Alex. You didn't need to go to so much trouble. What kind of person do you think I am?
I don't think you're supposed to be doing that. I'm sure. I'm sorry I dragged you into all of this.
No problem. You alright?
I'm fine. I should have listened to you in Germany and left the WTO while I had the chance.
You got out alive. That's all that matters.
They wanted me to infiltrate the flight bay and murder Paul Denton. Can you believe it? Me, an assassin? And I almost did it, too.
What changed your mind?
I just suddenly woke up. I was installing this range weapon mod on my rifle, and it clicked. I've been training my whole life to hunt and kill people, even Apostle Corps. That's what they trained me to do.
Well, I think it's time we all stop taking orders and start thinking for ourselves.
I'm scared, Alex. We're completely on our own, and we can't trust anybody. The only thing I know is that I'm not a killer. Here, do you want this weapon mod? I don't have a use for it anymore.
I guess it could come in handy. I have some unfinished business in Flight Bay 24.
you arrive. Good. I am here to assist.
How'd you get past the Templar defenses?
My priorities are survival and infiltration at any cost. Enough talk. I am here to assist.
I'll take that as a slap in the face. Don't be a fool, Alex. Do you really think that the Dentons will have any use for you once the technology is imposed on humanity? It will be a nanite plague worse than the one in Cairo, and you will be responsible.
Young enemy, thy name is Pliable. How quickly you kindle a faith in a brother you never knew.
Maybe I plan to kill him, like the Illuminati want me to.
Then your ear bends to the worldly wise men, to continue the archaic analogy. The smallest breeze carries you off nature's straight and narrow path, which is ever eroded by the human lust for transcendence.
I'll keep that in mind.
Chairman Dumier lusts for worldly power. J.C. Denton, what's left of him, lusts for worldly bliss. And to both of them you are nothing but a finely wrought tool.
I suppose you're entitled to your opinion.
Why so hostile? I'm not evil. I merely oppose the powers that have shaped and confined you up until now. Just allow my scientist, Dr. Todd, to scan your cell nuclei and leave Paul alone.
You're asking me to join the Templars?
Yes, young Pliable. Dr. Todd is waiting for you in the flight bay. Do as he asks. As long as you cooperate, my paladins will hold their fire. I will have additional instructions for you when you reach Liberty Island.
I just cruised by Flight Bay 23, but the pilot beacon's dead. You'll need to bring it online before I can land.
I warned you that this would happen.
By the scholar!
Here's a gift. Hope you like it.
This should be over fast.
I'm not letting you off so easy.
A small strike for the sake of purity.
Taking flight!
I think we should just rush them, but the captain won't give the order. The SS...
We're trapped. I just wanted a steady job, not a whole...
Repairing damage. Finished.
What's the situation here, Captain?
The Templars have the Arcology locked down, and have removed the pilot beacon so we can't even call for an airlift out of here.
Did they destroy it, or just move it?
We expect that they just relocated it, since the beacon has to be within a certain range of the hangar bay to be useful. But we can't get out to search for it, let alone activate it. We suspect it may be up in the control room since that area is so heavily guarded. If you can find it and turn it on, the SSC would know to send in a rescue chopper.
Wait a minute, you aren't my pilot.
Do I look like him?
I have 5 pilots, and you aren't any of them. This is just perfect.
Had any trouble with the Templars?
Trouble? Trouble? Not at all, unless you count canceling a major concert, getting trapped in a war zone, and practically starving to death without even a number to call for room service.
Maybe I can help get you out of here.
Oh, sure. I'll wait for my own people, thanks. I don't want to get myself shot. Hey, back off.
How are you?
Hey. I don't know you, so leave me alone.
Nice. The beacon's right there. Fire it up and Bob's your uncle. I'll be down in half a second. Got the signal loud and clear. Let me know when I should fly in.
I have something I need to take care of first.
I'll keep a lock on the beacon. Use it to contact me when you're ready. Nice. The beacon's right there. Fire it up and Bob's your uncle. I'll be down in half a second.
Get stuck out here.
I just need one little drop of blood from the tip of your finger.
What's the sample for?
A good cause. Let me see your finger.
Go to hell.
Then we will take your blood by force.
Your time on this earth is limited, freak.
I just need one little drop of...
What's the sample?
A good cause.
Go to hell.
Then we will take your blood by...
And prepare to meet your end at
I'm not letting you off so easy.
Damn. Got away.
Howard, there will be no mercy when we find you.
From ashes 20 years ago. The collapse was the work of your...
Do I know you? Where's Tong?
Welcome back. I just revived your brother JC in Antarctica. Tracer Tong is coordinating with him from Germany.
You look like one of the test subjects.
Alex Denton. JC said I was one of the MJ-12 experiments.
Of course, Alex. Sorry, they say the brain freeze snaps off a few dendrites. So it's time. Your biomod architecture, it's universal? That's what reversed my coma?
Yes. JC wants you to meet him at Liberty Island. It won't be easy leaving New Cairo, though. The Templars have seized the Arcology.
Don't worry about me. I didn't just come back from the dead to get killed hours before the big event. Join us at the statue. As MJ-12 used us, we've used you. But the commodification of ability is about to end.
Well done, Alex. Paul will join me on Liberty Island. I've constructed a machine that will populate the atmosphere with the particles that make up our biomod architecture. I may need your help against a force of Templars that has intervened. More when you arrive. Contact your pilot with the Flypay 23 beacon. Don't worry about Paul. I will arrange for his extraction.
Fine, go your own way. But don't think I'm going to ignore a threat to the world I brought back from ashes 20 years ago. The collapse was the work of your good brother, J.C. Denton, remember? My commandos will be waiting for you on Liberty Island, and so will I.
Now that I've activated what's left of Apostle Corps, what sort of future are you trying to bring about? I've heard JC's version.
It probably sounds like a lot of high-minded bullshit to an outsider. My thoughts exactly when JC started speaking in tongues after the merger. But the logic is compelling if you give it time.
How so?
If you want to even out the social order, you have to change the nature of power itself, right? And what creates power? Wealth, physical strength, legislation? Maybe. But none of those is the root principle of power.
I'm listening.
Ability. Ability is the ideal that drives the modern state. It's a synonym for one's worth, one's social reach, one's election in the biblical sense. And it's the ideal that needs to be changed if people are to begin living as equals.
And you think you can equalize human ability with biomods?
The commodification of ability, tuition of course, but increasingly genetic treatments, cybernetic protocols, now biomods, has had the side effect of creating a self-perpetuating aristocracy in all advanced societies. When ability becomes a public resource, what will distinguish people will be what they do with it. Intention, dedication, integrity, the qualities we would choose as the bedrock of the social order. The profit motive serves society well, but our technology has advanced far enough. It's time to make intelligent use of what we've already created. The last century was ruled by progress and novelty for their own sake. This one has a chance to be ruled by purpose. Right now, the name J.C. Denton is a synonym for the collapse. In the end, though, the period of history he has set in motion will be seen as the Second Enlightenment. There was a time when the details of governmental structure inspired lofty debates. The empowerment of the judicial branch in the United States, an independent legislature, an elected executive, all the innovations that were eventually taken for granted by our ancestors. You memorize the phrase separation of powers in school, but in the beginning, no one was exactly sure how to pull it off. Political thinkers of the Enlightenment were building a clockwork. We need to assemble a genome. Meet us in New York. Help us replace the social mechanism with a social organism, one that is self-aware and can consciously evolve.
You will. Engage.
Dr. Nassif, how are you doing in the middle of all this?
I'm doing okay, for now. The Templars are right at our door, but at least they're giving us a breather. I just hope the rescue flight gets here before the next volley starts.
It's almost too much to comprehend right now, especially considering how fast the Templars seize control of the city.
They've got to be stopped. Their main objective was to capture Paul Denton from Apostle Corps' lab here in the Arcology, which they succeeded in doing. We have intel that he's being held in Flight Bay 24.
Don't worry, Paul's safe. I've already taken care of the situation.
That's excellent news. Apparently you didn't need it to finish the job, but you may as well take this biomod canister. Hurry on and help JC complete his work. I knew we could count on you.
Initiating repairs. Repairs complete.
Hey, back off.
Sound registered. I should take a closer look. You will regret this. Will.
So, Alex, I thought you should know. I did some asking around. No one knew who sent you to New Cairo, but I started getting this news out of New York. And now I find out that that's where you're headed.
What news?
My girl in the city, Erin, she has a view of Liberty Island. First she saw some sort of construction project where the statue used to be. Sounds like Knights Templar showed up there too. Also, a fly friend of mine saw Chairman Dumier and some commandos on the South Dock. I think you're working for the WTO.
The WTO? It's not quite that simple.
Well, it makes no never mind to me, but I have a proposal. This jet carries 2 Sunfire missiles. I can take out the ground force of any group you tell me.
A strafing run?
Just tell me who. I was the best dive bomber in the RAF. Flatlined a trench in one run in the Ukraine. Flew a bird with no...
I get the idea.
Right, well, I'll take out whoever you want for 2,000 credits.
I already paid you.
Not for dive bombing. I've got to cover the cost of ammo.
Sure. Take out Dumier's commandos on the dock.
Lovely. We have a deal. I can't wait to do some real flying again. Get in.
Let's go.
Sure you want to get dropped at Liberty Island? I heard the place is haunted.
I don't think so.
That was UNATCO headquarters, right? United Nations Anti-Terrorist Coalition. I know what I'm talking about. I heard it was a front for the terrorists who made the Great Death and brought about the collapse.
So?
So it's haunted. Nothing but death ever came out of that place.